How's it going, guys? Steven here, back with another video for you, another banger. It is a Tuesday afternoon here. I got a call in about 15 minutes, but I wanted to come on and make this video quickly for you guys because it's a really important point and it's kind of funny, it's kind of satirical. So I thought I'd come on here, film this video quickly, rip it out. So that being said, again, just before I get into it, my name is Steven and I operate flexwebdesign.ca here in Vancouver. We work with service-based businesses to help you grow, get more customers, hire on more team, more talent, and grow your business, reach your goals, right? Through web design, through SEO, through marketing. And so in this video, I want to talk to you about sales. It's a little bit different. Typically, my videos are more about like web design advice, marketing advice, but this is going to be focused on sales and particularly what The Office, the show The Office, taught me about sales recently. Now, I've watched the show a few times, like many Office fans, okay? And I was on an episode, it was in season 8, and in this particular episode, it taught me I shouldn't say taught me, but reinforced a very valuable lesson about sales and about selling to your prospects, right? And so before we get into it, what is sales, right? And in this video, we're going to define sales as really the transference of beliefs to another person, right? About your product, about your services, about your thing, right? Because when people think about sales, maybe if you're watching this video right now, you think sales, you think about like a shitty car salesman or some like teleprompter, right? Somebody over the phone selling you like diet pills or whatever, right? But sales, in this video, in this context, we're talking about really the psychological transference of beliefs from yourself to another person, right? You know that your product or service is going to get them great results. You know that they need it, right? If they're qualified, right? If they're qualified and they use your thing, they are going to improve their life, improve their business, etc., right? And so if you think about it like that, sales is not really, it's not pushy. It's not trying to, force someone to give you their money. Sales is about saying, hey, you told me that you're in this position where you have a problem, right? You need to get from where you are right now to where you want to be, right? And the only way to do that, as you have admitted already, is through doing something like what we offer, right? So that's just an example. But back to what The Office reinforced, or a very valuable lesson that I found in it. So it was in season 8, I believe, and it was a particular episode where typically every year, Daryl, he will bring in cookies to sell from his daughter's like whatever program she's in. They sell cookies, Girl Guides or whatever it is. And so every year he brings in the cookies to sell for his daughter, and people from the office buy the cookies. Okay. And now this particular year, on this episode, Toby, who's in HR, he's the head of HR. He brings in cookies from his daughter's Girl Guides or whatever it is. And so there's a conflict now, right? They're both selling cookies to the office. And so they gotta, they decide to split it up. So, okay, Daryl takes this part of the office, Toby takes this part. But then there is Kevin. Now, Kevin is a big boy, okay? And so Kevin, he typically buys a lot of cookies from Daryl, right? And so what happens is that now, Daryl, being the strategic thinker that he is, because he's been selling these cookies over the years, he knows that Kevin's going to buy the bulk of the cookies. So he decides to take the side of the office that includes Kevin, right? And so Toby thinks he's getting a great deal, but of course, Daryl knows that he's going to get the bulk of the sales. So Toby figures this out. He finds out that, wait a second, you chose the side of the office that has Kevin in it. And so he's going to buy most of the cookies. Now, what ends up happening is that Kevin knows that they're battling it out. Kevin knows that they have a conflict between them. And so what he does is he kind of makes them jump through all these hoops in order to sell to him. Kevin wants those cookies, right? But he's making Daryl and Toby jump through all these hoops, compete with each other, right? Basically sing his song because he knows that they're going to do anything to sell to him and to get him to buy those cookies. They would do anything, so he makes them jump through all these hoops, go through all these obstacles just to sell to him, right? He makes them do a little song, do a little dance, all these crazy things. And it's the exact same in the real world, okay? And the only reason that he, as in Kevin, or I should say Daryl and Toby, the only reason that they did all those things for Kevin was because they let him boss them around. And so it's the exact same when it comes to your sales process, right? A lot of time, if you're not confident, if you don't hold the frame, and this was me for a very long time at the beginning of my sales journey when I started my business, right? I was not super confident in the results that I can get my clients. I didn't even know what kind of results I could get them. because it was web design, right? I thought my value was just creating a cool looking website. And so I would let my prospects, after I got on a cold call with someone and they expressed interest, or someone expressed interest at all, I would let them boss me around through the whole sales process, right? They would say, oh, can we reschedule for this day? We would reschedule 3, 4, 5 meetings until we actually got to the meeting itself and they said, hey, I'm not interested anymore. So they've been wasting my time this whole time and I'm just letting them, right? Because I can't keep the frame, right? I don't know what my value is. And so because of that, I'm letting people boss me around. And it was the exact same in the office, right? Kevin knew that they had value to give to him, right? He wanted it, right? He knew he was going to benefit from those cookies. However, he knew that they could be bossed around, so he bossed them around, right? It's the exact same with your prospects. If they know they can boss you around and treat you like garbage, essentially, right? Reschedule meetings, not give you any notice if they need to reschedule meetings, right? If they're taking control over a sales call and just asking you a bunch of questions and being super objective in that call, having a lot of objections in that call and not letting you speak and not letting you direct the sales call, right? They're bossing you around because you're not holding the frame, right? You're letting them boss you around. So what happened at the end of the episode was that Toby and Daryl realized what was happening and they were like, wait a second, we're not going to sell you any of my cookies. I know what you're doing, right? This isn't worth it, right? So they walk away. And then what happens was Kevin, who in the real world is your prospect, he was like, wait, no, he starts begging them. Wait, no, come back. I need your thing, right? And so it's the exact same in the real world where when you start saying no to your prospects, when you start putting your foot down, right, with your prospects and saying no to them, then they're going to be that much more inclined to work with you, right? It kind of works the opposite way you think it would, where if you are super friendly to them, super nice, and you're just letting them do whatever, you're saying, oh, it's okay, we can reschedule, don't worry about it at all, do this all the time, right? They're going to be way less likely to work with you and way less inclined to work with you because you're not holding the frame, right? But if you say no, if you say, you know what, I only have this many spots available, I can't take you on, or if you say, you know what, we need to, if you want to reschedule, this is the last time I'm going to do it because I don't have enough time to be wasting on you, right? If you start saying things like that to your prospect and start holding the frame as the person who has the value, because you do, just like in the episode, right? Toby and Daryl were the ones who had the value, not Kevin. Kevin was the one who needed it, but he was still bossing them around. So you cannot let your prospects do this to you because you're wasting time, you're wasting energy, wasting money, and because of it, people are looking down on you, and that is not any way to close a sale. All right, guys, so I hope you got value from this video. Of course, it was kind of a funny one, but there's absolutely a valuable lesson in here that you need to be holding the frame on your sales calls. And if you can't do that, right, if you don't have confidence in your product or services, you need to go back and ask yourself why, right? Why are we not getting our clients results? Why am I not confident in this? Because if you're not confident, you're just going to let people boss you around. You're going to be wasting time, wasting energy, and not closing deals because of it, right? You have the value, right? As a business, you have it, people need it, right? So you need to start acting that way. And now if you don't have that confidence, right? If you don't have client results yet, that's something that needs to be built up over time, and your offer should reflect that, right? Maybe do something like go off of a performance-based offer, but what needs to happen is you still need to have frame, right? Even if you don't have all the results yet, you still need to say to yourself that this person is interested in my services because they have a problem, right? They expressed interest because they have a need for the thing I offer, right? And therefore, you should be acting like it and talking like it, right? And conducting yourself in a manner which says, hey, I have value, I know my worth, and so it's going to be contagious, right? People are going to know that. Your leads and your prospects are going to recognize it just from the way that you conduct yourself. So again, I hope you got value from this video, and if you want to work with us, if you are a service-based business and you do have a need for growing your team, getting more leads coming through your business, higher quality, higher paying leads, definitely reach out to me. Our website is flexwebdesign.ca. You can check out some of our testimonials and client results and book a call with us there. I hope to speak to you soon, and I'll see you in the next video.